have started recording, even though we're not, just so you know that it's not on.
Hey, Corey.
Oh, I see.
And I shouldn't wear them. I shouldn't put them. I'm too painful not wearing them. So I'm going, it's better vision, right? That's how I go. I am live and ready whenever you are.
Okay. Everybody ready here?
We are ready. Here's the
Yes.
You ready, Debbie?
I am.
I call a meeting to order. Rise for the pledge of allegiance, please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning. Let's see. First off, public comment. Any public comment? Okay, seeing none. So you have some mail here. Letter from Vigilante Electric. Their sales exceeded their budget, so they'll be giving some refunds to people. The statement will show up on your January statement. You have payroll claims in the amount of $190,807.88.
I'll make a motion to pay payroll claims, or payroll in amount stated.
I'll second the motion.
Motion's been made and second to pay payroll claims in said amount. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries.
Can you give me that amount again, Mike?
$190,807.88.
Okay, thank you.
We have minutes of January 4th, 2021.
I'll move to approve the minutes from January 4th, 2021.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second to approve minutes of January 4th, 2021. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. Darrell, you'll have to sign those because you chaired that meeting.
Oh. Okay. I have something, Mike, before we get into our agenda.
Yeah, we can go and do some little bit of updates. We did have a working meeting with the people from Bridger Brewing discussing financing for that project down there, and we're looking for some help with people that can explain the bonds process to us as far as we would be concerned with that project.
Mm-hmm.
Do you got anything, Darrell?
Yeah, no, I mean, we truly need some help there, I guess, understanding that a little bit better. I guess as Allison mentioned to me that she has received some donated art that they want to display here in our meeting room, and I think that's going to be great, and I guess my suggestion would be is a call out to anybody that has any art or items that they would like to donate that would be appropriate. We could kind of brighten our meeting space. So I know Shirley makes some beautiful quilts, and I don't know, just a few things that came to my mind. We got, our walls are pretty bare in here, so anyway.
You have everything, Debbie?
I don't, just busy trying to get up to speed.
Okay.
Let's see, when is the first public silos?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow night
Tomorrow,
at
isn't it?
6, yeah.
Yeah,
virtual.
right.
And you have to pre-register.
Oh, we do?
Oh,
What was that, Nicole?
you have to pre-register.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if that means 5 minutes before, but I do know
okay.
you have to pre-register.
So I guess that would be something to encourage folks to do if they have an interest in the Silos Master Plan. There's a LAC meeting at 2 p.m. on Wednesday the 13th. It's going to be held at the Holy Cross Parish on Walnut Street. So anyone that's interested in being a part of our mental health local advisory committee, that would be wonderful. I guess that's all I have.
So we will, next item on the agenda is the public hearing to adopt resolutions establishing office hours for Broadwater County offices. So we will recess the commissioners' meeting and open a public hearing to adopt the resolutions. Resolution establishing operations for Broadwater County offices. Whereas MCA requires the Board of County Commissioners with cooperation of each separately elected county official to establish office hours for all offices in the county. And whereas Section 1216 MCA provides for legal holidays observed by the state of Montana and Broadwater County. Now therefore be it resolved that the Broadwater County Commissioners, in cooperation with county elected officials, establish regular office hours for county offices to be open to the general public from 8 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed legal holidays. Health Department. The Health Department, including immunization licensed established programs, shall be open to the general public from 8 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed legal holidays. Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office shall be open to the general public from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed legal holidays. The Sheriff's Office serves the needs of the county on a 24-hour day, 7-day week basis. Treasurer, Clerk, and Recorder, Election Superintendent of Schools. The Treasurer, Clerk, and Recorders, Election Superintendent of Schools shall be open to the general public from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed legal holidays. The Motor Vehicle Department shall be open to the general public from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed legal holidays, but will close for titles at 4:30 p.m. The County Treasurer may, in the interest of safekeeping of funds, securities, and records under their control, close their offices during the period from noon to 1 p.m. every day. Treasurer's office is closed from noon to 1 every day, and they're no longer requiring appointments, but masks are required, right? Okay. All county departments and those under the direct supervision of the Board of County Commissioners shall be open to the general public from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and shall be closed on all legal holidays. Hours and days may be modified by the department head or commissions. Departments may close their offices during the period from noon to 1 p.m. every day. And the other thing that we'd add is that masks are still required throughout the courthouse.
I think in all county buildings.
All county buildings, yeah. Do we have to pass a?
I think that we're gonna wait to see what
the governor's
the
going to do?
governor's directive might be, and then we'll
Okay.
draft an appropriate policy based on that.
So is there any public comment on the establishment of hours? Seeing none, we will close the public hearing and go back to the commissioners' meeting to adopt a resolution establishing office hours for Broadwater County offices. Is there any commissioner comment?
None. Okay. I will make a motion to adopt the resolution establishing hours of operation for Broadwater County offices.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Motion's been made a second to approve the resolution of hours of operations. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries.
You want me to read this next one, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
We'll,
can handle that.
we'll take some turns here.
Okay, we will close the commissioners' meeting and open a public hearing to adopt a resolution establishing miling, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County. Okay, the public hearing for the adoption of mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County is open. Darrell, if you would read the resolution.
Okay. A resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel. Whereas the Broadwater County Commission wishes to adopt a resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for business travel in accordance with sections 2:18.501 MCA and 2:18.502 MCA. Now therefore it be resolved, the commission will adhere to mileage, lodging, and per diem rates as set by the state of Montana for state employees.
Is there any public comment? Seeing none, we will close the hearing for the resolution of mileage and lodging and reconvene the commissioners' meeting with a decision to adopt the mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County. Is there any commissioner comment?
No.
Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve this.
Go ahead, Deb.
I would move to accept the resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County.
Is there a second?
I will second the motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the lodging and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. So we'll close the Broadwater County Commissioners meeting, or recess the Broadwater County Commissioners meeting, and open a public hearing to adopt a resolution establishing regular meeting dates of the Broadwater County Commission.
Would you like me to read that long?
Yes, if you would,
Since I'm the
please.
newbie, I'll take the long one. A resolution establishing regular meeting dates of the Broadwater County Commission. Whereas the Broadwater County Commission wishes to establish its regular public meeting dates in accordance with Section 751222 MCA, and whereas Section 23103.1 MCA requires the Commission to develop procedures for permitting and encouraging public participation in decisions of the Commission that are of significant interest to the public, and to allow the public comment within the jurisdiction of the Commission. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Commission will hold its regular meetings as follows. Number 1, Mondays, except in case of a holiday. If it is a regularly scheduled Monday meeting day is a holiday, the meeting will be held on Tuesday following the holiday. Number 2, Wednesdays as needed. Number 3, meetings will be held in Commissioners' Meeting Room located at 416 Broadway, Townsend, Montana. 4, meetings will be at 10 a.m. The Commission may, and with proper posted public notice following Title II, Chapter 3, MCA, designate another meeting time, agenda updates, date and/or place. The Commission will post agendas in 3 public places. Number 1, bulletin board in the post office at 501 South Front Street. Number 2, Broadwater School Library bulletin board at 201 North Spruce, Townsend. Number 3, Broadwater County Courthouse first floor and basement bulletin boards at 515 Broadway, Townsend. To assure adequate notice and assist public participation before a final decision is made or final action is taken on any matter that is significant interest to the public, the Commission will post an agenda specifically identifying such matters in Broadwater County Courthouse on the first floor and basement bulletin boards at 515 Broadway, Townsend. The Commission will follow Robert's Rules of Order as it complies with Montana state law. The Commission may continue an agenda item. The Commission will provide reasonable time for any person to submit data or comments in writing and orally prior to final action that may be taken by the Commission. Such submitted information shall be made part of the public record. All meetings of the County Commission are open to the public unless closed as provided by statute and the Constitution of the State of Montana for legal strategy or to protect the right to privacy of employees or members of the public. Notice will not be given to ministerial or routine managerial matters or impromptu discussions with county employees, vendors, or other citizens.
Thank you, Debbie. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, we will close the public hearing and move on to a decision to approve the regular meeting dates of the Broadwater County Commission. Is there any?
I had one comment, Mike.
Okay.
Is there a need for us to post on the basement bulletin board anymore? I mean, the commissioner's offices aren't down there.
And I think that the reason that we posted it in the basement before was because that's where we had meetings. So
Right.
I would suggest that maybe we change that to post that over here.
I was thinking about that. If we put a board here, that we can have it posted over
Yeah.
here. What do you
Yeah.
think? Well, okay. So I guess maybe that would be my suggested amendment to this resolution, is to take out the basement bulletin board and add the bulletin board here at, what is it, 416
16.
Broadway?
Okay.
What do you guys think of that?
I think that's a good idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other discussion? So all in favor of approving this resolution with the amendment that the basement bulletin board at 515 Broadway be replaced with the New Opportunities building at 416 Broadway. Is there a motion to approve?
I will make the motion to approve, or to adopt the resolution establishing regular working dates of the Broadwater County Commission with the amendment that the basement bulletin board at 515 Broadway no longer be posted, but it be moved to the bulletin board at 416 Broadway.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and second to approve the resolution with said amendment. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
And I can get you a corrected copy, Ann.
So we'll move on to the decision to adopt and ratify the Broadwater County Public Process Policy. This is an 8-page document, and it will be posted in the on the Commissioner's Bulletin Board in the hallway.
Yeah. And I think it's important to note too, Mike, that it has been posted for 2 weeks on our county website.
Yeah, and in the book also.
And been in the
So
book,
it's
yes.
been there available for review. So is there any public comment? Seeing any, is there any commissioner comment?
I know that Corey has helped us with this document, and you're good with it, right, Corey?
I am.
Okay.
So we'll entertain a motion to approve the Broadwater County Public Process Policy.
I would move to accept the Broadwater County Public Process Policy.
I will second.
Motion been made and seconded to adopt and ratify the Broadwater County Public Process Policy. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is the decision to adopt and ratify the Broadwater County Commissioners' meeting agenda and open meeting policy. It is the policy of Broadwater County Commission that meetings of official boards shall be open to the public. Broadwater County recognizes the opportunity for the public to observe and participate in the actions and deliberations of public agencies in a safe and civil environment is important to a free society. To ensure county business is conducted in an efficient, equitable, and civil manner, Broadwater County meetings will adhere to Robert's Rule of Order as long as it complies with the Montana state laws and provides for the working exception for a board of 3. Broadwater County also recognizes the right of privacy constitutionally guaranteed is fundamental to the well-being of both the individual and society. Therefore, all meetings of Broadwater County business shall be open to the public except when the discussions or deliberations relate to a matter of individual privacy or litigation strategy. Established meetings. In accordance with the annual resolution setting commission meeting days and times, commission meeting will be held on Mondays and Wednesdays as needed. Additional days, evenings may be added. In the case of a holiday, a meeting may be moved to Tuesday. Meetings will begin at 10 a.m. unless otherwise advertised. Meetings will be held in the Commissioner's Room located at 416 Broadway, Townsend, Montana, unless otherwise advertised. Public notices. Agendas will be published according to Section 23103 MCA. The deadline for scheduling time on the agenda is the Wednesday, 10 a.m. prior to the meeting. Agenda. Items of public interest will be noticed on the agenda. In order for a matter to be brought forward, the presiding officer shall be notified no later than the Wednesday morning of the week preceding the commission meetings, or the request may be delayed to a subsequent week. The request to be on the agenda shall include the topic and details of the issue to be considered. If the topic is a new item or presentation, a copy of the presentation must be submitted to the commissioners with the agenda request. The presiding officer shall make the final decision unless a majority vote of the commission opposes said decision. The agenda shall be reviewed by commissioners prior to publication. Public comment. Civil public comment is welcomed and encouraged. Citizens who wish to speak must speak on matters relevant to county business and may have time limits set by the presiding officer. Public hearing. Public hearings will be advertised per section 712121 MCA in the local newspaper of record. All civil and relevant comments will be considered regardless of the mode in which they are delivered, in person, via phone, email, text, etc. Meetings. Official regular meeting agendas will be published on the official county website Wednesday preceding the commissioners' meetings. Revised official regular meeting agendas may be posted on the county website Friday preceding the commissioner meetings. meetings. A commission meeting may also be noticed by posting according to MCA Title II and the 2021 New Year's resolution in 3 public places: the courthouse, the post office, and the school library. All meetings of the county commission are open to the public unless closed, as provided by statute and the Constitution of the state of Montana for legal strategy or to protect the right of privacy of employees or members of the public. Notice will not be given to consent agenda items, routine managerial matters, or ministerial actions. The presiding officer may recognize a member of the viewing public as an informal, informational, or expert witness at their discretion. If a member of the public wishes to comment on an agenda item, they must address the presiding officer, state their name, give relevant comment, remain civil, and the presiding officer may impose a time limit for public comment. All such comment will be directed to the presiding officer, never to another citizen, guest, employee, or visiting expert. Written or emailed correspondence. Requests to read written or emailed correspondence into the public record must be accompanied by the author's name and address for verification of the record. Unanimous submissions will not be accepted. Written and emailed correspondence must follow the civil guidelines established above. Is there any public comment? Any commission comment? Not, I will entertain a motion to approve the commissioners' meeting. Yes, Corey?
I just have one thing I wanted to offer. The requirements for civil discourse and all that for conduct of the meeting are necessary for the public and for you to do your business. Those shouldn't be interpreted to mean that people can't criticize the county government or your actions or the employee. They certainly everyone has a right to do that. In times past, I've seen that provision used to kind of curtail criticism of the governing body, and I don't think that's the intention of it.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Corey. Any other comment? So we'll entertain a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve the Broadwater County Commission meeting agenda and open meeting policy.
There's
Second.
motion's been made and second to approve the county commissioner meeting agenda and open meeting policy. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries. Okay, we'll move on to our 1040 Trust Board Secretary Contract Review.
So I think what we're here to do today is to just, it's not a contract that's approved for any particular person. It's a contract that Trust Board has been working with our county attorney on. And they just want to make sure that it's a contract that we would approve.
Okay.
Is that correct, Steve?
Correct.
Okay. I know the one thing that we do need before you guys come before us with someone is your selection process and how you've done that and how you arrived at selecting this person.
We have a grade sheet that we're doing
Okay.
interviews. We grade on certain categories and
Okay.
So we're geared up for that.
Okay. Corey, I know you've worked on this contract and you're good with the way it is currently.
And I can answer any questions that you
Okay.
want, but
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Now, as an independent contractor, I guess we want to make sure that that person knows they're responsible for, their own office supplies and things of that nature.
You bet.
And that's probably something that needs to be talked about during that interview process. Make sure that they understand that.
We'll mention that during the interview and
Mm-hmm.
carry on accordingly.
Okay. All right, I don't have any other questions.
Any other discussion?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we will entertain a motion to approve the trust board secretary contract as presented.
Okay.
Were we gonna just review it or make?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a review, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just reviewing it to let the trust board know that we would accept this contract.
So that we're okay with the kind, and then when you hire that person, you'll have to bring that contract to it, and then we'll have to approve it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That was my understanding.
Yes, that is correct. Do you have any questions for us?
I do not.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
You bet.
Okay, 10:45, the decision of public health nurse Teresa Munson job description review, salary increase request for administrative assistant. This was the subject of a working meeting last week, so I guess that we can proceed with a discussion about what we want to do with the increase for the administrative assistant.
Sure. Can we put that microphone down there for Michelle, please? Thank you. I guess one of the things that came out of our meeting is a new job description. Has that been updated and something that is approved by our personnel department?
Yeah, well, the job descriptions are approved by you, so if you're,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
if you're okay with it, and she submitted that, so
Okay.
that's something, I don't see anything wrong with it, it's in the format that
Okay.
we use and everything else, so.
All right. I know there were some changes there, and I think we just wanted to make sure that you were going to review it and let us know that you're good with it, so, okay.
Does the job description, does that affect the where the job fits in the matrix at all, or does it still stay in the same level?
No, this job description that she submitted, if it's approved, it would change the band that the position is in. It's currently in band 4, it would be in band 5.
So if it moves in the matrix, what does that do to the, where would the pay scale be at?
Well, The current, she's currently, or the position is currently in band 4, and the current wage puts it at 86% of median. If it's moved into band 5 and the market adjustment is approved, it would still remain at 86%. The percentage would stay the same with that increase in pay.
Okay.
Tracy, you have anything else to add? No? Okay. I guess the request was for a market adjustment of to $19 an hour. I guess I feel that that's a little bit too big of a jump. I would suggest 60 cents an hour, which would be $18 per hour over the current wage of $17.40.
So what other compensation is the administrative assistant getting as far as the COVID is related to COVID?
She is just receiving her regular rate of pay, and then if she has overtime hours, she is being paid an overtime time and a half rate. And then she also receives standby pay if she is on, like on call on the weekends, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with, excuse me, with Daryl's assessment of the 60 cents an hour to bring it up to $18 is fair. Considering the future, we don't know what's going to happen with the COVID issues.
Right. And I think the other two we need to consider is next year's budget.
That's
still uncertain, and I think this is a little bit more conservative.
Any other comment? Teresa, you got anything? Okay. So the suggestion has been made of a 60 cents per hour increase. Is there a motion for that?
I would so move. The increase is 60 cents an hour. For the public health administrative assistant.
I will second that motion.
Motion has been made and second to approve a pay raise of 60 cents per hour for the administrative assistant for public health. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, same. Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is the Community Development Planning Nicole Brown Commissioner Board Liaison Appointments. Present interested county board candidates to the commission.
Can I stay here or do you want me to go to the podium?
I think you can stay there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle.
All right, so each of you have a packet of information regarding county boards. I'm going to read over our county board membership practice. Here, grab. Yeah, I'll just put this one up here. Since you're being gracious and letting me stick to All right, so this is the Broadwater County Board membership practice that has been adopted some time ago by the Broadwater County Commissioners. Nicole Brown, Community Development Director, will organize county boards. Vacancies will be advertised annually as widely as possible to encourage community involvement. New members will submit interest to Nicole Brown. This could include a resume or interest letter. All terms will be for 3 years. Interested persons will be presented to the board in January or throughout the year as needed in a commission meeting. The commission will vote on members and their terms, and that shall become part of the public record. County boards are required to abide by open meeting laws, constitutional rights to participation, the Montana Code of Ethics, and all other pertinent state codes. All renewing board members must be vetted by existing board. Board managers may seek feedback from board members via email. So if you wish to make amendments to that, please let me know. Second item in your packet is a letter, well, basically it's a memo that I submitted to the BCDC listserv and I put out on our county website. The following Broadwater County boards are seeking volunteers for the 2021 term: Airport Board, Trust Board, Compensation Board, Tax Appeal Board, Fair Board, Townsend Area Mosquito Board, Three Forks Area Mosquito Board, Historical Society Board, Planning Board, TV District Board, Weed Board, Parks and Recreation Board, and Solid Waste Board. If anyone has an interest in serving, please submit a letter of interest to planning at co.broadwater.mt.us or via mail to Broadwater County Community Development, 515 Broadway, Townsend, Montana, 59644. I'm going to skip over this one for now, the commissioner appointments, and go to...
I do have a question.
Oh, yep.
Go back to our policy, the last one there, says all reviewing board members must be vetted by existing boards. Is that something that we want to be a must or may? Should it say may? I'm just curious.
It's up to you. It's however you,
How do you guys feel about that? I mean,
want it to be.
we try to get those names before a board, but
Yeah.
sometimes they don't meet for, maybe a month or so at a time. I mean, I would like to have the option to make that appointment within that time frame if we need to fill a position.
So a may would be pertinent
I
there.
think May might be better.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to save that as a motion,
Yeah.
I'll make that amendment here, but
Okay.
And I have a question. It seems like it used to be, the first year it was 1 year.
Right.
They were rotating terms.
That was kind of done because we had a lot of vacancies that needed to be filled, and we didn't want everybody's term to expire at the same time. So there was a 2-year period there we kind of
Staggered.
changed them out and staggered them so that we could get that
Okay.
process reestablished, which I believe we have. Is that correct, Nicole?
that is correct.
We're doing pretty good right now.
And this actually came from input from Attorney Swanson when he suggested that we make them 3-year terms. So that doesn't mean that if someone is appointed to 3 years, they're stuck in servitude for 3 years. Of course, things happen and they can always submit their letter of resignation. Also, likewise, the commission can always ask someone, to step down. These members do serve at the pleasure of this governing body. So the 3 years was more to establish continuity. And another thing that Attorney Swanson had identified that we weren't necessarily following, they would fill out board terms. Previously, if someone left, say, in June instead of December 31st, midterm, their term would start over with 2 years. Well, really, we should have them fill out the term of the person whose seat was vacated, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So, which is not reflected on here, but that's more of an in-house policy because when I draft a letter to you, for someone for appointment, I just need to know that.
No, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good. So I guess, Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to amend our Broadwater County Board membership practice. The last sentence, it says, all reviewing board members may be vetted by existing boards. Board managers may seek feedback from board members via email.
Is there any further discussion? Is there a second?
I would second that.
Motion been made and seconded to change wording on the last sentence. Is any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries.
Okay.
So moving on to the spreadsheet that you have in front of you. Yellow are expiring terms. Blue are expiring terms, but these folks have submitted a letter of interest to continue serving on that board. So this is more just for your information. This is my worksheet that I use throughout the year. I have contacted the airport board. They do know about this vacancy. The only one that I had a question of you on is the compensation board. I'm not entirely sure who the board manager is, or who I would talk with about filling the vacancies of the citizens. So as you can see, and I'm sorry, I have a more extensive sheet, so I'm not sure what page it's on for you. Might be the second page for compensation board under citizens. So I don't have contact information for Laura Cater Woods. Mike Conkey, I can certainly send him an email and see if he's interested in staying on, but his term has been expired for quite some time.
Didn't we reapprove, we did, Mike,
Reappoint you.
reappoint Mike.
I thought that we reappointed Mike Conkey.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do some more digging and see what I can
Yeah,
find
and
on that one.
that
Okay.
was before our last compensation board meeting.
Okay.
We did do that for Mike.
Okay. And then John Walsh. John Walsh was filling a seat appointed by the Sheriff's Department. And I have spoken with Sheriff Meehan about this previously. And I don't know if he was going to send me a name or if I need to follow back up with him.
Okay.
But that's just so you know that appointment is to be filled by a Sheriff's Office representative, not to say a staff member, but someone from the public who the Sheriff's Office wish would serve that or fill that position.
Okay.
Anything else on here we need to know about? I did contact Tom Hay on the mosquito board. Three Forks Mosquito, I don't have contact information. And Wynn just sent me a message that I'll follow up with him. I will do that, Wynn.
Okay.
For Larry Phyllis or any other way that you can think of that I can send out some information to Southern Broadwater County. We do have a Three Forks area mosquito district. So I think that, and actually that would probably fall, I don't want to get out of my department, under weed and mosquito, so with Jessica Bushnell, to figure out a way to reach out to those southern residents to try and drum up some more interest in volunteering.
Okay.
Planning board, I do have some letters of interest. Weed board, I have some letters of interest. Recreation board, I don't have anything yet from these folks. I did send them an email. I did have one inquiry, someone seeking more information, but I do not have any letters of interest on the Parks and Rec board. So those three vacancies are still standing. Solid waste, I've not heard from those folks. And then Board of Investments, we have a position to fill there as well. But to back up, that position, let me just double check, is a commissioner representative, so we'll get to that.
Okay. Now, on Mike brought up a question on the solid waste. Wasn't Daniel Davis just appointed last year as a new member of the?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 1 year.
He was
given a 1 year term.
A 1 year term? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I do have his letter of interest.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Also in your packet, you have a sheet that looks like this, and I don't mean to be moving on too fast, so if you still have questions on this, you can certainly come back to it. Typically, there is a commission representative on every board in the county. Again, because these folks are serving at your pleasure, it's always good for a commissioner to be there in case there are questions that these volunteers have. You know, they're not working in the courthouse and operating the same way we do under all these guidelines. So it's always helpful to have a commissioner present to answer some of the trickier questions. So this is just something that at the next meeting we will fill in these blanks with each of you. The only one that's kind of tricky that I'll point out on here is planning board. I kept that on there, but really, you may be uninvited to some planning board meetings because the commissioners cannot participate in a planning board meeting if we're discussing subdivisions. So through the regulations, you absolutely can, but there can be no ex parte communication to where you have pre-knowledge of a subdivision or any of the process that the planning board is doing. So although it's open to the public, MCA prohibits you from participating with subdivision review with the planning board initially. So now moving on to letters of interest.
Yep.
I'm going to read over each of these individual. They're brief. And I did not make you copies of these. So for the Montana Historical Society Board, this is dated October 6, 2020. Dear Board of County Commissioners, my current term on the Broadwater County Museum Board of Directors is expiring on December 31st, 2020. I would like to be considered for another term, and this is my letter of interest to serve on this board for another term. Thank you for your consideration, Sharon Reagan. Another letter dated October 6, 2020. Dear Board of County Commissioners, my current term on the Broadwater County Museum Board of Directors is expiring on December 31st, 2020. I would like to be considered for another term, and this is my letter of interest to serve on this board for another term. Thank you for your consideration, Terry Love. Same letter, October 6th, Board of County Commissioners. My current term on the Broadwater County Museum Board of Directors is expiring on December 31st, 2020. I would like to be considered for another term, and this is my letter of interest to serve on this board for another term. Thank you for your consideration, Victor Sample. I have an email here, dated January 6, 2021. Nicole, I wish to express my interest on continuing to serve on the museum board. Please submit my name to the commissioners. Sincerely, Ross Johnson. Next one, Solid Waste Board. This is from Daniel Davis. This is an email dated January 6, 2021. Nicole, I am interested in staying on the Solid Waste Board. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks, Daniel Davis. The next two are with the Weed Board, or for the Weed Board, I should say. The first one is from John Ferret. Hello, I'm writing to inform you of my wish to continue to sit on the Broadwater County Weed Board. Hopefully this next year will find us with great progress in advancing our program and getting past our delays of the pandemic. I look forward to continuing to serve our community, and thank you for the consideration. John Ferret. And I'm sorry, I should say this is dated December 16th, 2020. The next email is dated January 7th, 2021. This is from Gord Pierce. Nicole, I would consider volunteering to serve for the Broadwater County Weed Board for 2021. Thanks, Gord Pierce with Bruce Seed Farm. This letter is regarding the Fair Board. This is from Valerie Hornsfeld, dated January 5th, 2021. I am still interested in remaining on the Fair Board. Thank you, Valerie Hornsfeld. And I think it's important to note here, Broadwater County employees are prohibited from sitting on county boards. However, elected officials are not, because that has been brought up previously. Next two are regarding the Trust Board. First letter is dated January 5th, 2021 from Al Christopherson. Broadwater County Commissioners, I desire to be reappointed to the Broadwater County Trust Board. In 2017, you appointed me to a one-year term, and in 2018 to a two-year term. I have learned much about the board, its operation, helped rewrite the Trust Board bylaws, and learned much about interaction with the County Commission and various departments of the county. I hope you find that I have been a positive board member. I am asking that you now consider my appointment for another term, hopefully for a full 3 years. Thank you for your consideration, Al Christopherson. The next one is an email from Steve McCullough dated January 5th, 2021. Nicole, thank you so much for your email. With all the COVID stuff, I failed to pre-apply. Please consider this my request to reapply for the Trust Board position. Sincerely, Steve McCullough. And one more, I received an email while we were here. Let me pop that up. Give me just a moment here. All right, so this is an email. I didn't print it off. I literally just received it at 10:24 today from Trinity Vandenaker. Hi, my name is Trinity Vandenaker, and I am a builder and entrepreneur living in Townsend, Montana. I would like to let you know that I would like to be on the planning board. I have experience in ranching, farming, outfitting, contracting, general construction, social media marketing, and land development. I believe that this experience makes for a dynamic view of the challenges facing builders, agriculture, and also infrastructure development in our community. If you need anything else from me, please let me know. Thank you, Trinity. Just make sure. Okay. And I have received some letters of inquiry from members of the public, seeking more information on the weed board, Parks and Rec board, and the planning board. Different people.
Okay.
So we'll see what comes of that.
All right. All right, good. I think we'll just consider a letter of
Yes,
inquiry.
Historical Society. Oh, same. That's just their official thing.
Should we just consider a letter of inquiry that means they're on the board? No.
I did follow up with that.
Just
I hope to hear from you soon.
Good. I'm glad that people are taking an
Yes,
interest
me too.
because we truly rely on them to advise the commission in these on these various boards. So, okay, good. All right, so it is on our agenda to do Commissioner Board liaison appointments. You guys want to do that today?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. I guess for myself, I've been on the airport board, the fair board, all of us are on the mosquito board, the recreation board, and the LAC. So, I'm kind of finally starting to develop a groove, so to speak, with these boards. I would like to stay on those boards, but if somebody has an overwhelming desire to be on one of them, I would surely trade. So, and I believe on the list that Nicole gave us has the current liaisons on them, correct? Yes, they do.
It should, yes.
So, you want to do? Want to just go start at the top and go down through there? Or
Yeah.
They want to do that? Okay.
So the airport board, are you on that one, Daryl?
I am. I'd like to stay there if I
Okay.
could.
Trust board?
Have you kind of been doing that? I think you kind of
I've
have.
been going to them, yeah.
Yeah. Want to continue?
Yeah. The compensation board, we're all on that.
Yep.
Tax appeal board,
Are we all on that?
It doesn't say.
No,
No, I don't think we are.
nope, you are not.
I don't,
They are open to the public, but
Right.
that does not, there is no designated commission liaison.
Yeah.
And last year, we were able to get by without holding a tax appeal board meeting because there were no appeals to be
Mhm.
heard. So it's a pretty easy board.
fair board,
I'm currently on that. I wouldn't mind staying there if that's all right.
let's see, the mosquito board, we're all on that one.
Mhm.
And
Mosquito
currently,
board,
you're all Three Forks as well,
mosquito board, Townsend, right?
Yeah,
and Three Forks.
and Three Forks.
Okay.
The historical society board,
I would like to take that since I was
Okay.
previously another commissioner.
weed board,
I would like to take that.
Okay.
Nobody else is.
planning board.
Yeah, I don't think we've really had a designated one there, mostly for the reasons Nicole stated, just to avoid a conflict of interest.
Yeah. TV board, we're all on that.
Mhm.
The rec board, I'd take that one.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good because, you know, a lot of their discussions are on the park.
Yeah.
The ball field and stuff like that, and you got a good history on that.
Solid waste board, I was doing that one. I'll
Okay.
continue to do that.
Okay.
Board of Health,
Okay.
Where are we at?
How does that work?
That's well, so at one time we were all on there, but we've had enough interest that one commissioner has not been on her. So Mike and I are on there now, but I think that'd be a good board. Deb, if you're interested to be on it, then
I would.
yeah, and then one of us can get off.
and I think we'll still keep with two, so I'll stay on it.
Yeah, okay.
So Randolph and Delger.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Board of Investments,
That's one of those boards that we've never really
never had a meeting.
have used lately, is it?
No, and I think it's only when Doug Ellis actually has to make a decision on an investment. I
Yeah.
did send this to City Council at their last meeting, and Vicki Rouser volunteered to serve that position as a City Council rep,
Mhm.
but with the understanding that it is an as-needed board. It certainly doesn't have a continuing to meet position. So this may be something that you may never have to meet on this year, but we do need a commission representative on that board.
Sure.
Local Advisory Council,
I'm currently on that. Is that something that you'd be interested in, Debbie or Mike?
I guess I don't know that much about it.
Okay, I mean,
Doesn't mean I can't learn, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I would be happy to stay on that. I mean, we've kind of been rebuilding, so to speak, and at one time there wasn't a whole lot of interest. I believe there's a little bit more interest building now. Let's see. Let me look on my old sheet here. 'Cause I think it does have some names of folks that were on that board.
And that is not a board that
You're right. It's
we
not.
bring forward
It's-
to the commissioners
Right.
to
It's an
appoint.
it's an
Just-
advisory
Yeah,
committee.
just for your information.
Yeah.
That's not something you would see member appointments for.
Yeah. So I guess people that I see that do attend, Sarah Seiler, Larissa Swenson, Melinda Holm, Teresa Monson, Wynn, and myself. I guess those are the ones that I have seen. Oh, and then what's that? Pastor Cody from the Catholic Church. I can't remember his last name. He's been attending quite the last one that I've been at. So, I'll be happy to stay on that council. So I will stay there.
So I still need tax appeal board and board of investments.
I'll take Board of Investments.
Okay.
They don't
Okay.
really meet.
You may not have
That's
to,
right.
yeah. And the same with tax appeal board, they may not meet this year.
All right. Very good.
So we're
Because
still
then we-
seeking quite a few volunteers for these boards. So over the next week, and that doesn't mean that we'll have them all filled by next week.
Yeah. I think there are some folks out there that are in the process of submitting some letters of interest. So
Okay.
we can hear.
Question, are you doing appointments the 3-year term staggered, or are you doing the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year?
We're at 3 years now.
3 years.
For the 3-year term staggered.
Yeah, when we we staggered them to kind of get everybody spread out, I think we've accomplished that now, so if we, and then I think, part of our policy also is if somebody, has to quit partway through their term, whoever we reappoint will just serve out the remainder of that term.
Okay.
And then we should be in pretty good business.
So that's, yeah, so
Yeah.
the staggering thing is generally what you're supposed to do when you initially first establish a
Right.
board. Once they're going, that's what you're doing now is the correct procedure.
Correct.
Good.
I think we finally got to that point.
We're doing something right. This is great.
Yeah.
And then we also have, I'm on the Rocky Mountain Development Council Board.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
You're the liaison to MBAC,
I
right?
am. Mhm.
And then Debbie, you wanted the Aegis
Mhm.
Area 4 Aging Council? Okay.
All right, let's keep us pretty busy in the evenings, huh?
So, do we have a liaison to the TED, for the sewer? Do we need to have anybody for that, or?
That hasn't really been established yet. I think that once they get that established, that we'll probably have to do that.
Okay. So would that be simply to the TED, or would it be to the sewer district, or because it,
Well, I think all the TED decisions still have to be made by the commission as a governing body.
oh, okay.
That's the way I understand it. If they do create a sewer district, we still don't know at this point whether it's going to be public or private. But regardless, we still should have a representative there,
Okay.
I think, to keep us informed of what's going on.
Corey, what do you know about bonds? Anything?
The only bond I know about is when prisoners have to post bond.
I know James Bond.
Barry bonds?
All right.
So is there anything else to be sort of the commission?
No,
Not that I
If
have.
nothing, then we will adjourn at 11:18.
thank you. I do have a question for you, Corey.
New Year.